These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Frank 26, Firefly Boots on the Ground Iraqi TV update. Firefly, they're on television again. CBI News, they're talking about Iraq's gold reserves. They told us they have 96.4 tons of gold in our reserves, and Iraq needs a balance in the basket of reserves and currency. They keep repeating it. I guess they're trying to make sure we understand. All right, Caparoni, the Iraqi Dinar investment, into a lottery ticket, as if it's something that's going to randomly just increase in value. Everyone should understand that's not how monetary policy works. Since they reduced the value of the dinar at the beginning of this year, there's been a significant increase in the supply of it in Iraq. 100 trillion dinars was stated by an economist just a few weeks ago. There's no way they can RV the Iraqi dinar. Right, David M. Whitty says Iraq expected to pay its last financial compensation to Kuwait by the end of this year for 1990 invasion. There is disagreement about how much is owed, ranging from 476 million to about 630 million. All right, Frank 26, Firefly Boots on the Ground Iraqi TV update says they're saying that Iraq can return to the previous dollar exchange rate. Frank says, man, this is happening fast. So now they're talking about the RI. Firefly says because the current exchange rate is hurting Iraqi citizens. Frank says the education is louder and stronger and is fast every day, but more importantly, it is from the CBI. Governor of Iraq, praise God. That's the only persons you're supposed to pay attention to. If it's coming from the horse's mouth, you are about to receive it. All right, Militiaman article, quote, international experts announce a new amount for the remainder of Iraq's compensation to Kuwait, quote, $476 million, while it is likely that the full compensation will be paid in the last quarter of this year. So it says Iraq is likely that they will pay the last part of the compensation plan to Kuwait in the last quarter of this year. Well, we are in the last quarter and have been for a couple weeks now. They tell us previously that the payment will end in the first quarter of 2022. Well, they moved it up to this last quarter, and it has the potential to even have been paid by now or shortly here to come. All right, Frank 26, Firefly Boots on the Ground Iraqi TV update. They're now showing Lukoil has just found a new oil field in Iraq, and this is the CBI telling us it has reserves of 7 billion barrels. This is huge. They just found this. Frank, actually, no, they didn't just find this. This was found a long time ago, and I'll tell you another thing. There are hundreds of oil fields that they haven't told you about that are actually in reserve right now and not being refined because they don't have the economic reform just yet. Your country is rich until the end of eternity. Firefly, they just told us that we just reached 100 tons of gold reserves. Rayren98 says a bank source called me stating 95% feeling that next week is our week with the potential start date on Tuesday. There's no info on the rates, but he is hearing 1-to-1, no explanation given. Time will definitely tell. Lastly, Mark Z via PDK, I'm looking for today to be a pretty solid news day later today. I heard there are a number of whales. A whale has over 100 million of a currency and groups that got in place over the weekend in anticipation of this week. I know of 5 more contacts that arrived in Reno area over the weekend. I'm pretty excited about that. It should allow me to get better intel there. No rate change yet in Iraq.